Hi everybody. Yeah, I lost my mojo a bit these last couple of weeks. Been a bit of a challenge. Anyway, I'm back. Had a bit of a pep talk with a friend, and yeah, kind of feel like back in the driving seat now. So, a lot going on with the astrology again, and as always, I recommend that you check out White Birch Tarot. My friend Laurie, she'll give you a brief, if you're interested in the astrology, she'll tell you more than I can. She's an astrologer, so as well as being a tarot reader, but there is a lot going on. Just loads, but I'm going to read from the Moonology Diary as usual, and then I'll do each of the zodiac signs. I'm going to do them in fire signs, water signs, air signs, and earth signs. I will timestamp them, okay? But first of all, powerful new moon eclipse, okay, which means expect powerful change. Okay, and because the moon's in Leo, the new moon's in Leo, confidence is your key to success. So just leave those there while I read from Yasmin's book, Moonology Diary, as always. She says, we're still in what you would call changing times, and now we're approaching a new moon eclipse. Eclipses are all about starting over, and this new moon eclipse is that and much more. Because it's conjunct the South Node, there's very much a sense that it's time to break free of past karmic patterns. That might mean breaking free of personal or professional relationships that you know are dragging you down. It's not always easy. There's a sense that it's only in doing this that you can get the new start that this eclipse is promising. It could be that your pride is holding you back from achieving everything you want to achieve because we have Leo energy in the mix. So think about where you need to release and let go of someone or something that you're clinging on to because of your ego. If you can manage this period will be a whole new start. Okay? Says it's a super important new moon eclipse to work with because it follows the intense July astrology, and my God, didn't we have it all going on in July? It's very much a chance to sweep the past away and acknowledge that we're now in a new energetic cycle. There's much more masculine energy in the air now. Saturn and Neptune in Aries, Jupiter in Leo, Pluto and the nodes in Aquarius than there has been for a long time. That means we need to work more on our feminine energy as a counterbalance. Feminine energy encompasses qualities like intuition, receptivity, and nurturing, which are essential for grounding and balance. I sound a bit like a school teacher. There's also a very useful Mercury-Uranus alignment around this time of the eclipse. Mercury is the planet of communication, and Uranus is the planet that brings turnarounds. So it's a good time to consider pushing through your pride and communicating your feelings, no matter what subject it is you want to raise. Just know that before you speak, that change is in the air, so tread carefully, okay? Don't go in all guns blazing. Right. I'll tell you which sign that the new moon eclipse is in for you, but also check out your rising sign if you know it, because it probably will have more relevance to you. You need to know the time of your birth, though, to know your rising sign. You can get that free off the internet somewhere, I'm not sure where, but you can get that information free. Okay, so keywords are release, karmic patterns, balance, and new beginnings. So I'm just going to timestamp. I'm going to change the camera around so you can see the cards. So hang in there, please. Hi Aries, welcome to Dog Style Tarot. The moon the new moon is in your 5th house. So let me just tell you what that means for you. Reading from the Moonology Diary by Yasmin Boland. And the new moon in your 5th house is welcome to the house of fun. If life's been a bit serious lately, the new moon in your 5th house reminds you to lighten up and enjoy yourself. This is the perfect time to rekindle a romance, dive into a creative project, or simply have some fun. Focus on what brings you joy and let the good times roll. Okay, Aries, let's see what the cards have got for you. So what does Spirit want Aries to know, please and thank you? What does Aries need to leave behind or need less of? And what does Aries need to move towards? Right, what do you need to move away from? We've got the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is being... you've perhaps been giving a little bit more than you're getting back. Okay? Time to change that up and kind of be open to receiving. Yeah, I think you've been giving too much. Time, energy, money sometimes. But yeah, time to let people give to you, I think, Aries. What do you need to move towards? Oh, King of Cups. What did it say in your 5th house about a new romance, didn't it? Something like that. King of Cups energy is lovely for romance. Yeah, perfect time to rekindle a romance, and that's what you're moving towards. I'm liking this for you, Aries. And what else does Spirit want you to know? Oh, okay, 4 of Cups. Something that's on offer there you're bored with or you don't want, okay? Perhaps you're fed up of like doing all the giving and you're not getting enough, and then you're getting too much of what you don't want and not enough of what you do. But look at what you got here to look forward to. I love that for you, Aries. I hope that resonates for some of you. Nice one to look forward to, isn't it? So yeah, please give me a thumbs up, a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon. Next up we've got Leo. Welcome to Dog Star Tarot, Leo. The moon is in your 1st house. And that means when the new moon lights up your 1st house, you're being offered a powerful reset button in your life. Whether you want to reinvent yourself, boost your energy, or simply start over, now is the time. Take a moment to reflect on how you want to show up in the world and then set those intentions. So, Leo, what does Spirit want you to know? Let's have a look at the cards, please and thank you. What do you need to move away from? What do you need to move towards? And what else does Spirit want you to know? Okay. Trying to defend your position. Maybe that you need to let people in if you need some help, or you know, not everybody's out to get you. As a friend reminded me a couple of days ago. Yeah, not everybody's out to get you. Not everybody wants to have a go at you. So I think this is about letting go of that kind of feeling, defensiveness, letting go of defensiveness. What do you need to move towards? Ooh, you got the Empress energy. Yeah, you know what? This is lovely. Feminine energy for a start. Really lovely. So move towards sort of being in control. You're in control of the situation. You don't need to be defensive. Whatever it is, you don't need to be defensive. You need to take control. Make like the Empress. She's the one that, you know, in the material world, she knows what she's doing. Okay, so have a bit of, doesn't it say here that confidence is your key? Yeah, look at that, Leo. Yeah, and yeah, embrace a bit more self-confidence. Stop letting people kind of gang up on you, kind of feeling. What else does Spirit want you to know? Oh yeah, 10 of Wands. Okay, time to let go of this for sure. You know, you've been defensive for too long. You need to take control, and confidence is key. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Leo. I hope this helps. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Dog Star Tarot. The new moon in Leo is in your 9th house. So what does that mean for you? Let's have a look. Adventure awaits you. The new moon in your 9th house is all about exploring new horizons, whether through travel, study, or spiritual growth. If you've been feeling stuck in the daily grind, this is your invitation to instead look at the big picture. Set your sights on something that excites you and start planning your journey. New horizons then. Okay, what does Spirit want you to know? Let's have a look. What does Sagittarius need to leave behind or need less of? What do they need to move towards? And what else does Spirit want Sagittarius to know, please and thank you? Right, what do you need to leave behind? Queen of Pentacles. I think this is a saying like take a chance. I mean, she's great, but like stability and you know, being sensible. She's got all her ducks in a row. She knows what she's doing. In the material world, I think this is saying, you know, maybe it's time to take a chance. Stop focusing so much on the need for stability. Really interested to know what you need to move towards. Okay. I'm going to have to pull another card because here you've got sleepless nights and anxiety. Okay. There's an owl there on this card. Can you see that? This is about trusting in your own judgment, your own, you know, you don't be clouded by overthinking, okay? Trust in your own inner wisdom here, okay? You don't need to worry too much about this. You know, you've got that stability, so stop like worrying about that. And I'm going to pull another card just to clarify that. But what else does Spirit want you to know? Oh, okay, all right. I perhaps don't need to. You know, again, who got this? Leo got this as well. So, you know, standing in your own power here as the Empress, you know, you've got the Queen here, you've got the Empress, you know, big feminine energy here, okay? Embrace that. Don't worry about this, you know, don't stop overthinking everything and kind of embrace it. But let's clarify this Nine of Swords. Yeah, you've got the Seven of Cups again. I think you've got like, or Seven of Cups, sorry, not again. This, you know what, you've got loads of options here, okay? So stop worrying, stop worrying too much, stop overthinking. you know, looks, this can be a card of fantasy thinking, but I think, you know, you've got choices here. And so long as you sort of stand in your own power, embrace your feminine energy big time, you're going to be fine. So that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got the water signs. So I'm going to be starting with Cancer. And the new moon is in your second house, Cancerians. So let's have a look. Ooh, money, money, money. With the new moon in your second house, it's time to focus on finances, property and possessions. Want to improve your financial situation? This is your chance to turn things around. Remember, money is just energy, so shift your mindset to one of abundance. Set financial goals and see how quickly things can change. Okay, I'm just going to give a little shout out to my friend at used to be Pattern Breaker Tarot. I think she's called Miss Catherine Reads for you now. If you're interested in manifesting, take a look at her channel. She's amazing. Right, so what does Spirit want you to know, Cancer? Let's have a look. I'll put a link for Catherine's channel in the thingy down there. Right, what does Cancer need to leave behind? I'm going to take this one as well. What do we need to move towards? And what else does Spirit want us to know, please and thank you? I say us because some of you may know that I'm a Cancerian. Right, so what do we need to leave behind? Page of Cups. This is emotional immaturity. And also Five of Cups. This is a bit... This is about crying over spilt milk, I think, for me. You know, sometimes, which kind of goes with this, you know, it's kind of toughen up a bit emotionally. Stop thinking everybody's against you or out to get you. Yeah, look at this. There's two cups here. You know, it's like focusing too much on what's gone wrong. So not looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's to do with, you know, not being. You just need to be more grounded emotionally. Okay. Somewhat a little bit of a childish vibe. Yeah, I can. Do you know what? I can relate to this. Sometimes I do kind of think, you know, getting offended quickly and thinking things are worse than they are, or that people have not on my side. So yeah, I get that. What do I need to move towards? Being decisive. Sometimes it's thinking, because it's to do with money, with the new moon in our second house. It could be that you know you've got options to improve your finances, but you can't really think clearly. I think this is saying move towards, like, taking off the blindfold. There's sometimes there's a third way, and maybe you need to be moving towards a third way. You know, it's not an either or. It's, well, have you considered something else? And what else does Spirit want us to know? Oh, look at that. It's all going to be okay. Okay, just stop with the, you know, overthinking and over-focusing on your emotions. Get a bit of clarity, forward thinking. And look at that, the sun's going to come out. So yeah, nothing better than that. So that's what I've got for you, Cancer. I hope this helps. Hi, Scorpio. The moon is in your 10th house. And it's all about career and ambition, lighting up your 10th house. It signals that it's a great time to focus on your professional goals. Whether you're aiming for a promotion, switching careers, or just making a name for yourself, now's the time to set those intentions. The universe is ready to help you shine. Just make sure that you're aiming high. Okie dokie, Scorpio. Let's see what the cards have got for you. What does Spirit want you to know? What does Scorpio need to move away from? What does Scorpio need to move towards? And what else do you need Scorpio to know? And that one came out. Right, so moving away from. You've got that's the victory card, okay? Let's see what you need to move towards before I comment on that. So, you need to move towards, this is justice, balance, okay? You might have been like, perhaps wanting the admiration, adulation too much. You want to be the top dog. Maybe you need to kind of perhaps be a little bit more balanced. I'm getting a feeling of more about, instead of going it alone, because I think you've already done that. I think you've already, been at the top. I think this is more about, I feel like kind of more balance and more more equality, not wanting, perhaps. Let's have a look what the middle one says. Oh, the Hangman, looking at something, looking at it from a different perspective. Yeah, so you don't need to be you don't need to be the top dog or always like, don't be so competitive. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what's coming through. Don't be so competitive. You don't have to always be the winner right at the front of, with kind of people like, yeah, you don't, to be a winner, you don't need to be, you don't always have to be competitive. Sometimes it's about collaboration. And I think because this is what you need to move towards, I think that is exactly what's happening. That there's collaboration and everything's balanced, that there's fairness for everybody that's involved in whatever it is that you're doing. And, if it's to do with your career, this is, big time for me. This is saying, and it's also, you've got two major arcanas here as well. So yeah, look at it from a different perspective and see if you can't kind of be more collaborative rather than competitive. Okay, so that's what I have got for you, Scorpio. I hope this helps. Hi Pisces, welcome to Dog Star Tarot. The new moon is in your 6th house. And what does that mean for you? Time to get your daily life in order. The new moon in your 6th house is all about routines and health. This is your chance to make those little tweaks that can lead to big improvements. Whether it's adjusting your diet, starting a new exercise routine, or organising your schedule, now's the time to do it. And what does Spirit want you to know, Pisces? What do you need to move away from? What do you need to move towards? And what else does Spirit need you to know? Oh. Okay, so Two of Wands. Time to move away from, well, kind of feel like you've got a choice to make here. Something you've been working on. You're ready for the next step. And looking at this, I love this card because with this Two of Wands, whichever direction you take, it ends kind of, it will be good, but you just need to actually stop with the indecision, okay? Take a path, whichever path, it doesn't matter, but you need to actually start making a move. Okay, stop dithering. Be decisive. What do you need to move towards? Three of Pentacles, a nice one. This is about teamwork, collaboration. Okay, so if you need somebody to help you with kind of getting your life in order, what did it say about your routines and your health? Yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect card for that, for making, what's it, sixth house, wasn't it? Yeah, new exercise routine, organising your schedule. Yeah, you know, again, I'm feeling a lot of like collaboration with this new moon. Instead of like trying to go it alone and thinking we can do it all and we can have it all, this is about, for me, it's like, you know, working with other people to achieve your goals. And what else does Spirit want you to know? Oh, you got the King of Wands, nice creative energy, passionate energy too sometimes. He's like fiery, but wonderfully creative and passionate. And he's in charge of his, you know, he's fiery, but he doesn't burn bridges, if you know what I mean. He's in control of his fiery nature. So just be careful of that. Don't be too fiery if you're tempted to kind of get a bit carried away. Yeah, just be careful of that. And then, okay, yeah, exactly. Seven of Pentacles. This is my card of, is the juice worth the squeeze? You know, you feel you like putting in a load of effort, you're not getting the rewards. Don't be too impatient, okay? Just take it slowly. Collaborate. Ask people to help if you need it. So you see, this person's here on their own. You know, if you need help gathering in the harvest, yeah, go for it. Don't be afraid to ask. So that's what I've got for you, Pisces. I'll see you next time. Hi Capricorn, welcome to Dog Star Tarot. The new moon is in your, which house? Let's have a look. 8th house. Ooh, sexy and mysterious. The 8th house is all about deep transformation. Excuse me. With the new moon here, it's the perfect time to focus on intimacy, shared finances and personal power. Now's your chance to spice up any area of your life that feels stagnant. Set intentions for financial growth, deepen your relationships, and embrace the changes that come your way. Ooh, that sounds fascinating. Let's have a look what the cards have got to say. What does Spirit want you to know, Capricorn? What do you need to leave behind, or what do you need to move away from? And what do you need to move towards? And what else does Spirit want you to know? Right, move away from. The Three of Cups. What do you need to move towards? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is a really nice card for friendship and companionship. But I feel that, you know, because this is what you need to move towards, the Queen of Pentacles, I think it's more about maybe having to go it alone and move away from this dependence or reliance on other people to fulfill you emotionally. And yeah, because here, I love this card. This Queen's amazing. You know, she's grounded. She's not all over the place emotionally. She's grounded, sensible. She's got money in the bank, uses her resources wisely. And I think, you know, instead of being all over the place emotionally and kind of depending on other people to fulfill you, I think Spirit is saying, like, time to stand on your own 2 feet. You know, go it alone if you have to. And what else do we need to... Oh, yeah. 7 of Cups. Okay. Definitely, I think there's, again, too much going on. And this is a bit of fantasy thinking, you know, thinking... and also indecision as well, I'm feeling. You know, you've got opportunities all over the place, but you're kind of stuck in limbo where you can't make a decision. You don't need to worry about that, because look at this, what you've got in the future, what you've got to move towards. So that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. I hope this helps. Hi, Taurus. The new moon's in your 4th house. And this is about home, where the heart is. And the new moon in your 4th house focuses on refreshing your domestic life. Whether you're looking to move, renovate, or bring more harmony into your home, this is a time to set those intentions. If family relationships need some loving care and attention, now is your chance to make things right. Picture your perfect home life and start making that happen. Oh, I love that. Right, so what does Spirit want you to know? What do you need to move away from? What does Taurus need to move towards? Okay, 2 kind of wanted to come out together. And what else does Spirit want you to know? Right, what do you need to move away from? Balance, justice. Let's have a look at what you need to move towards. That's a major arcana, so I might need to clarify that. Yeah, okay. I think that perhaps things haven't felt fair. It might be for some of you there's been a legal matter hanging over your head. But look at that, the sun's there. So I think if something has been, if it's felt unfair, or it's been, and it could have been unfair, you know, it could have been that the dice has been loaded against you for a while, but it's time to leave that behind you. Stop focusing on that, okay? Stop focusing on it. Take some time out to have a rethink, recuperate, and kind of gather your energy together, okay? And then you can move forward, you know, look at what your options are. Change things if you need to. But this is a lot for me about, you know, taking time out, stepping away from this sort of injustice, okay? And yeah, your ship's going to come in, but you just need to take some time out. And what's in the middle here? Queen of Swords. Yeah, you've got swords here as well. So, yeah, be decisive, okay? Without being cruel, be decisive. Cut out what you don't need, okay? Leave it in the past, okay? Rest, recuperate, recharge your batteries, okay? And then look at your options, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Taurus. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Virgo, and the new moon is in your 12th house, Virgo. And that means takes you deep into spirituality and hidden matters. It's a time for introspection, meditation, and connecting with your inner self. If you're feeling the need to withdraw from the world, honour it. Use this time to reflect, release what no longer serves you, and prepare for the new beginnings just around the corner. The universe has your back. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look and see what Spirit wants you to know. What does Virgo need to move away from? And what does Virgo need to move towards? What else does Spirit want you to know? Oh God, there's too many there. Right. What do you need to move away from? You've got the Seven of Swords. There's been something sneaky going on. So don't focus on it. Somebody might have got away with something. They've been getting away with it for a while, been going on too long. But look, they haven't got away with everything, okay? I think you've managed to... Yeah, I'm not saying this is massive, big stuff, but it is a... Seven of Swords is liar, cheater, stealer card for me. And this is, you know, somebody's been trying to pull the wool over your eyes. But they're not getting away with it. Look, you've caught them in the act, basically. And yeah, you can put that behind you now. You have actually sussed out what's happening. Okay, what do you need to move towards? Ten of Wands, yeah. Putting down that, and look at that. There's a does it? No, it's not an eclipse. It looks like a full moon. I think this is putting down your burden. This thing that's been hanging over you and you've been worrying about in the past. It's come to an end. It's finished. It's over and done with. Time to put that burden down. Stop worrying about it. Okay? Let somebody else carry the weight as well. Don't do it. Don't try and do it all on your own, Virgo. What else does Spirit want you to know? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you might have been feeling that this Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, you feel helpless in a situation that you can't do anything about it, but it's time to take off that blindfold, okay? Loosen those cords around your wrists, and these swords are only in your imagination, okay? So this stuff that's been weighing heavily on you, it's definitely time to let it go, okay? Put it down and let somebody else carry that load for you. Free yourself up to so you can, you know, see, you're tired. You need to take time out to kind of relax, refresh, recuperate, recharge your batteries. I've been saying that a lot in these readings as well. Yeah, so that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope this helps. And last but not least, we've got the air signs, and we're starting with Libra. And the new moon is in your 11th house, Libra, which is about friends, dreams, and wishes. The new moon in your 11th house is a powerful time to manifest your heart's desires and expand your social circle. Whether you're looking to meet new people, network, or bring your biggest dreams to life, now is the time to do it. Set your intentions and watch as the universe brings the right people and opportunities into your orbit. That's a nice one, Libra. Oh, I forgot to timestamp. Okay, so what does Spirit want Libra to know? Please and thank you. What does Libra need to move away from? What does Libra need to move towards? kind of feeling the both of those. Oh, and what else does Spirit want you to know? Spirit wants you to know that, definitely. Right, so first up, what do you need to move away from? Indecision. Okay. You're not really seeing things clearly right now, or you haven't been. You need to make a decision, and sometimes, you know, it's not always an either or. There is a middle ground here that you're perhaps not seeing. So yeah, this is about making a choice. Make a decision and stick to it. Okay, what do you need to move towards? Okay, you've got the Three of Swords. This is card of heartbreak. But you've got the Page of Pentacles here, okay, which is about finances. This is a sense that it's about making a new start and, you know, putting in the groundwork, doing the basics, okay? Why you need to move towards heartbreak? I don't know. Let's have a look and see what else Spirit wants us to know. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Just maybe for some of you, maybe one of you, there is a bit of sadness here. And it might be about this decision you've had to make here. You might have to leave something behind. Remember, right at the beginning, when I talked about the energy of the new moon, sometimes there is a need for us to leave something behind. And it's not always easy. And it can be to do with people or situations that's really hard for you. But this is about being decisive about that, okay? Making that decision, even though it's hard, you are going to have a little bit of heartbreak, okay? It's going to be sad. But look at that, there's no blood there. That heart's still intact, okay? So it's not all going to fall apart, okay? This heart's not broken, it's not bleeding. You know, yeah, might be a bit of sadness, but I don't think it's massive. And I think this is Seven of Pentacles is, you know, do you think it's that feeling of when you feel like you're making loads of effort, not getting the reward, or not getting the reward you expected. You put in a lot of hard work. Stick with it, but look at it from a different perspective, like the eyes of a child, or look at it from a new, see if there's another way, a new way. As I said here, there is a third way, okay? And I think this is what the cards are saying, what Spirit wants you to know is, yeah, look at other options, okay? Maybe get the perspective of somebody younger than you in your family. Yeah, ask if you're feeling stuck. Ask somebody younger than you. They might have some great advice for you, okay? But don't be worried. Don't be too worried about this. It's a sadness, but it is an overwhelming heartbreak. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Libra. I hope this helps. Hi, Gemini. The new moon is in your third house, and communication is key. Whether you're thinking about wish lists, speaking your dreams into existence, or simply chatting with friends, now is a time to get clear on what you want. So don't be shy. Let the universe and those around you know exactly what you're after. Communication is key. Right. So, what does Spirit want Gemini to know, please and thank you? First of all, what does Gemini need to move away from? And what do they need to move towards? And what else does Spirit want Gemini to know, please? You've got 2 there. Let's have a look. What do you need to move away from? Page of Swords. This is about, I think, well, I'm going to look at what you need to move towards, but let's have a look at that first. Ooh, okay. You've got Tower. Okay, Major Arcana. Okay, this is, you know, maybe for some of you, if you're not going to make a move, if you like being indecisive, and what did it say in that? Your 3rd house, about communication. Yeah, be clear, okay? You know what? Because if you don't let the universe know what you want, if you're not decisive, okay, if you're hesitant about making a decision, the universe is going to make it for you, okay? So what's in the middle here? What else does Spirit want you to know? Woof, okay. Yeah, something's coming to an end. And you know this, I said right at the beginning when I was reading from the Moonology Diary, this new moon in Leo, let me just have a look, I've lost the page now. My God, I can't believe we're so far through the year already. Yeah, new moon eclipse in Leo. It's, I'm just going to read it again in case you didn't listen to the first bit, the blurb at the beginning. Right, it may mean that you're breaking free of personal or professional relationships that you know are dragging you down, okay? It's about starting over. Think about where you need to release and let go of someone or something that you're clinging on to because of your ego. If you can manage that, this period can be a whole new start, okay? Now then, so this is definitely something coming to an end, okay? I think if you've been indecisive, you can't make up your mind about what it is you need to let go of. If you don't, the universe is going to come in and is going to like say, okay, that's enough time for thinking. I'm going to do it for you. But I think it's really important for you, Gemini, to be decisive, take control of this, whatever situation it is and whatever it is you need to let go of, because there's something here that's hidden that you don't know about. It might be something in your subconscious or something you haven't really thought about clearly, okay? And these are 2 major arcana, and this is what I call spiritual big jobs. Let me know in the comments if you want me to clarify this for you, Gemini, and I will do that. But I do think you have a decision to make here. There's something you don't know all the facts, okay? But something's coming to an end. And this won't be for everybody. I don't want anybody to panic. But yeah, it looks like something's going to happen that's going to kind of blow the lid off things for you. I'm not going to clarify further here. Let me know in the comments if you want me to clarify, and I will do a separate video for you, okay? Because I think there might be more, but I don't have time to do this right now. And it wouldn't be fair to all the other signs either. So, but yeah, okay, Gemini. If there's anybody Gemini out there listening, want clarification, leave me a message in the comments and I will do that for you. I'll do a separate video. Right, next up we've got Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, the moon is in your 7th house and it's time to give your relationships a boost. So use this energy to create the partnership of your dreams. If you're in a relationship, think about how you can keep the spark alive. If you're single, it's the perfect time to let go of the past and open yourself up to new possibilities. Okay, so nice one. Okay, this new moon eclipse is big stuff. So so this is about relationships for you, Aquarius. Let's have a look at what does Spirit want you to know? What do you need to move away from? What do you need to move towards? And what else does Spirit want you to know? You're not the first person to have got this card in these new moon readings, but this is about stop being indecisive, make a decision and stick to it. Open yourself up to new possibilities, okay? And didn't it say that in the little blurb I just read? Yeah. Let go of the past, open up to new possibilities. So yeah, you know, different way of doing things. It's not either this or that. If this or that happens, or this is, I want this or I want that. There's a third way that you haven't seen or you're not thinking of. Okay, so stop being restricted by your thoughts. It's either this, that. It's not. There is a third way. Oh, love that for you. Ace of Wands is passionate. I love that energy. It's like a new start, okay? Something like unexpected, going to happen fast. Looks like there's a full moon on there. So when's the next full moon? I'll have a look for you. But yeah, this is hot, passionate, exciting energy, okay? This is a relationship. Yeah, just be clear about looking somewhere else, okay? What else does Spirit want you to know? Oh, and wow, you've got the High Priestess, okay? Trust in your intuition, okay? Okay. You feel it in your heart and you gut, wherever. You can trust your intuitions on. It's going to be on point, and embrace all your feminine energy. You know, it's a time for that as well. I did mention that in the blurb right at the beginning as well. But I love this for you. This sort of really hot, passionate, exciting new start here. That's too hot to handle. Okay, I think it's going to be an exciting time for you, Aquarius. I hope this helps. Well, that wraps up your readings for this new moon. Pretty exciting time, I think, for pretty much everybody. I just want to say thank you, as always, to everybody who's taken time to sit, you know, listen to my readings, and please give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe and share. I appreciate every single one of you for being here, sticking with me, because I know I'm not consistent. Things have been a bit all over the place, but I think you know what, I feel like we're turning a corner. Collectively, I think we're turning a corner. I think that things are looking up, and I think we're getting a bit of perspective back. I think it's just been such a tough time for everybody, and I hope that you all, I hope the rest of August great. I hope that this eclipse is going to be a turning point for everybody. I'm so grateful to you all for being here. And I want to just mention again, if you want to know more about the astrology, check out White Birch Tarot. I will put a link in the description below. And also, if you want to know more about manifesting, or you need help with manifesting, my friend Catherine at Miss Catherine Reads For You, I'll put a link in for that as well. I highly recommended. She's great. And yeah, I just want to acknowledge as well Yasmin Boland, who, you know, without this book, there wouldn't be, I wouldn't have these videos. You know, she kind of just summarises everything about the moon. And, you know, I'm a Cancerian, as I've mentioned before, some of you know, and I am ruled by the moon. And the Moonology Diary really helps me to focus with my readings. And also, thank you to everybody who's kind of helped me get back on track. I have found things really difficult lately, but you know, I do feel I've had a personal turning point, and yeah, you know who you are. You've helped me, and I'm very grateful for that. So I don't want to mention names, but a friend of mine who's been really helpful. And yeah, I'm going to shut up now. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who's supporting me and continues to support me, you know, while I'm on this journey. And yeah, love to you all. Thanks for being here. Take care. Bye.